Welcome to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a reading for single people to find out about your next relationship, a bit about who it's going to be with and what the relationship will be like, maybe a bit of when it will be, and also hopefully to give you some advice for like how to maybe find your next relationship or whatever you might need. So yeah, let's get started. We've got 3 groups for today. Group number 1 is the Celestite. Group number 2 is the Selenite. And group number 3 is the Rose Quartz. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the Celestite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Angel Guide Oracle, you have Healing Energy. From the Power of Love Activation cards, you have Present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. I already feel like you guys are going to probably get into a relationship quite soon. I'm not sure if some of you watching are coupled up. This reading's not really meant for you if you are, so I would ask you to stop watching if you are coupled up, because it's like really annoying for the single people if I have to keep giving you messages. So just a little warning, I'm not giving you any messages if you are coupled up, okay? Don't expect it to be love advice for you. But singles, I feel like your relationship's coming really soon. You might even be currently talking to someone who is going to be your partner, so to speak. Like maybe you've got a connection that's not very serious right now, but it's going to get a bit more serious soon. Also, I don't know why, but I feel like maybe someone's ex is going to recover the relationship with them already. But yeah, I'm going to move on to the rest of the cards. From the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the 9 of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely please stop watching if you're in a relationship, because we're not going to do that. And the Chariot. And then from the Orion's Animal Tarot, you have the 8 of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles reversed. Well, yeah, if you are in a relationship, it's very obvious advice to say, like, if you're not happy enough to watch this reading still, after I told you not to, you should break up with your person, and I feel like then, there may be someone new who's like a bit more of a dream come true kind of person. That's kind of it for you guys. But I do feel like for singles, it feels like it's really, really, really soon for you. I would say it's within a matter of days for somebody, within weeks for somebody, and then I want to say by July, whenever you're watching this, it seems for some people it could be developing kind of slowly and then gets more serious by July. I want to say maybe this person's a Cancerian. They could also be born around October, November, December time. And I feel like this person's very lucky in life. They're very happy. They're very determined. They have a lot of personality and charisma, and they're very good with money. This person has a big ambition, a big career. So they seem to be, I want to say they're quite profitable. They're quite well off. They have maybe like a fan base or a following or a lot of customers or a big business that they run, or just a very hard work job that they're very good at. This person might be quite tired all the time. I feel like when you see them, they might have dark circles or shadows under their eyes, or just look like they've been working too hard on too little sleep. I do feel like this person is a bit of a partier in a way, like not necessarily like too much, but I feel like they might like a drink, or they might like to maybe like play with their money. They might like to go shopping a lot and socialize a lot. They seem very happy and entertaining and fun to be around. But I do feel like they can get into dark moods, and I feel like they can be a little bit pessimistic sometimes. But they do manage to heal themselves. I feel like they can right themselves again. They can like refocus. And this person is the kind of stoic person that even if they are going through something, they won't show you. I feel like this relationship is going to develop very easy for you. But for some of you, I do feel like you may have let go of this person in the past, or let an opportunity go with this person in the past. Maybe not said yes, like they maybe asked you out and you haven't said yes. Or I'm not sure if, for some of you at the beginning of this connection, you might not see this person in the right light. Like you might see them as, I want to say you might see them as unserious and not really wanting the same things as you. Like maybe you do want a serious relationship, but you're seeing them as like a partier. You might see them as too playful, or I'm hearing for someone too young, like they might seem a bit youthful. But I do feel like they're going to impress you. Like they're really going to be very determined to impress you. I feel like they're going to go out of their way to do things to make you smile. And I want to say spoil you, like taking you to nice places or impressing you with their hardworkingness and their determinedness and their sweetness and their fairness. And I feel like they are very tough and they will wait as long as it takes to impress you or until it until they have convinced you. I want to say for someone it's like they need to convince you of their seriousness. For someone I feel like they're going to propose really quickly and it's like a dream come true because you're going to be able to tell how focused this person is on you and they have like very serious attention on you. They're going to give you a lot of attention. You're going to feel maybe a little bit overwhelmed at times because they give you so much attention. I'm hearing for someone it's like you think they're a narcissist because they're giving you attention and they're spoiling you and they're giving you gifts and they're being really nice and you think they're love bombing you and you might break up with them because of it. For somebody it's like your own pessimism is making you not like them even though they're like really perfect on paper and in real life. So it's a little warning for you guys if you're a bit too focused on things like that. It may be what you manifest for yourself, even if this person's not a narcissist. It's like you think they are, so you block them and you don't want them and you go around saying they love bombed you and this and that. So you're lost if that's you. I'm really sorry. I have to say sleep you lose because this is someone to not sleep on. So yeah, be careful if you're really pessimistic. I want to say like for some advice for some people because I'm guilty of this. It's like we've had bad experiences in the past. I feel like you do need to heal for some of you. It's like your experiences have been so bad that even though this person's going to come in with like really great, trustworthy, perfect dream come true, wish come true energy and be really focused on you and be really serious about you, I feel like you might get into a negative head state where you think that they're not worth it or you think that they're lying or they're not faithful or you want to let go of them. And I don't think they are. I think they're a really good person, but you might be able to manifest them being bad by treating them like they're bad or something like that. It's like if you keep saying, oh no, you're lying to me, like why are you always lying to me? They might just start lying to you because they think you'll believe the lie over the truth because you keep like disbelieving the truth. That kind of energy is coming through. So be careful with pessimism, low self-esteem and that kind of thing. Like I'm not blaming you guys. Don't get in the comments mad at me. It's just like you come for the reading. So I'm giving you the advice and the advice is you need to heal your own stuff to be able to accept this opportunity and not reject it and let it pass you by. Because it really is like whether you accept this relationship is the question. And it seems like it is quite soon. I feel like for somebody, this person is already in your life and they may already be very focused on you and they may be already demonstrating their stability and their impressedness with you and their impressiveness. And it might just be that you're letting past experiences and negative thoughts make you want to say no to them. So yeah, please do be careful with like who you reject right now versus who you accept, because I feel like there is someone really special for you. And I do feel like for some of you, you might need a little bit of healing time so that you can accept this. But I do feel like there is an opportunity now. And I feel like it's with someone who's very secure and they're very sure of themselves. They're very confident. And I do feel like for some of you, you might think they're a narcissist, even though I'm not thinking that they are. It's just one of those things where I feel like people have got kind of like a thing about that right now. And someone can just like exhibit really small behaviors like being generous and you can think they're love bombing you, or they pay you too much focus and you think they're like obsessed with you or possessive, or you know, the kind of current mentality of people. It's quite a bit extra, let's say. It's like extremes, like they're being kind to you, but you want to kind of like push them away because it's like too nice for somebody. It's like it's going to be so nice that you think, oh, this is too good to be true. And I do feel for you if that's you. It's like a really hard thing to get over. But I'm feeling that you will be really focused on this person and you will really like them. And they are quite different. I feel like they have a lot of unique, special qualities, which they probably feel a bit shy about. So it really is someone to not reject if they do show you those things, because they don't show many people like how they're feeling. They don't tell many people their feelings. This person doesn't get feelings for people very much. The person you're going to be in your next relationship with, they're very serious about work and hardworking. And I do feel like they have like a playful energy and they have maybe for someone a smile that is like too good to be true, like they're a bit too good looking or they're too perfect or they're too right for you in some way. That's the kind of energy that's coming through. It's like they're so good to be true that you just don't even believe in it. Like, you think it's fake, you think they can't possibly be this good to you. Really try and understand that actually you're worth it and they are that good to you and they do love you and they do want to treat you precious. I'm hearing they're going to take really, really, really good care of you and be very cautious with you. But I am seeing like this is not guaranteed to last forever for you guys. Like, please know that I'm giving you a prediction, but you have the power to take your own prediction away by changing your behavior or changing your thinking or rejecting someone or demonstrating to this person that you are not trustworthy. So even though you have the opportunity with this person, I would say it's not 100% secured until it's secured. But for some of you, they will get you a ring. They will really push forwards quickly and try and marry you quickly or accept your proposal quickly. And it does feel like this is like everyone's dream person in that kind of way. Maybe not everyone, but your friends will probably think like, wow, how did you get them? Like, wow, no way. Like, that's the kind of energy of this person. Like, they're so freaking amazing. They really do stand out, and I feel like they have like a golden aura. For some of you, they may have a golden skin tone, and I feel like they're very, very, very good looking. If they're not young, they look very young. They have like an ageless face. I feel like when you get close, you might realize that they're a bit more mature from their energy and from their, I want to say the dark circles under their eyes. It's like they work too hard to be that young. Like, you might think they're like 20, or if you're a teenager, I don't really recommend teenagers watch tarot readings, but if you are younger, then they might be younger than you even, but they'll come across a bit more determined and mature for their age. Or for some of you, they might be a lot older than they look, and they just look young because they take very good care of themselves. This person is very healthy. They might be a healer. They might work in healing arts, like maybe they're a doctor or something. I am seeing like a big profession, and I feel like they might have to get up very, very early to go to work, and they're very disciplined and they're very on it with their routine and things like that. This person likes to travel, I'm seeing, and I feel like you're going to go on a really nice holiday together if that's this person and you. This person seems like they want the best for themselves. I feel like they wear luxury. They like good quality clothes. They like gold. They like diamonds or platinum or something. Like, they like really good quality things. They're not spoiled. This is like a hardworking person. They didn't get it from their family. They worked for it and they earned it and they worked really hard. And it's the kind of energy where it's like, if you think they're spoiled, you don't deserve them, to be honest with you. Like, some of you guys are not going to deserve this person because of the way you're going to treat them. And I'm sorry to say that, but like, don't mistreat this person when they come in, because they have been through a lot. They've been depressed, I want to say, and they might be depressed when you meet them. And they've had low self-esteem and haven't seen their own value. So when you meet them, it's like their life is showing them that they're valuable. So if you dismiss them and make them seem like they don't deserve their success, or they're just lucky, or they're like an overnight fame, or like blah, 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 whatever you want to say about them, they're just going to reject you. It's not going to go very well. So please don't do that. Please take them seriously. Please treat them with care and respect that they deserve. Because honestly, this person's like almost too good for everyone. And I feel like they are just like focused on work and not really trying to interact with too many people. They're just trying to like deal with their own demons and heal and live their best life and work. And yes, they do have fun. They like to have fun, but they're not a bad person. They're like very serious and disciplined. And I feel like they have got a master over their own self. Like, they've mastered their own emotions. They've grown up in a way where, even though they look young and they might be quite young, I feel like they have very solid future plans and they don't want to fuck up on their future plans. So they don't want to let anyone in unless they're going to be really hardworking and disciplined and on the same page with them and not trying to steal their money, or not thinking that they're a joke, or not thinking that they're less than that they are. It's like really important to treat this person the way they deserve. And it doesn't mean they're a narcissist if they don't like you because you treat them badly. Like, you guys wouldn't like it if someone treated you badly, surely, if you're giving them like perfect energy and they want to give you bad energy back. So yeah, I want to say this relationship's coming very soon. Some of you are already talking to this person, but maybe you're not taking them seriously enough. So consider it like you're kind of in the connection if that's you, but you might want to consider how carefully you treat them and how much you really want them. It's like, do you really want them long term, or are they temporary for you? Because I feel like this person deserves a long-term relationship and not a temporary one. And I feel like you guys also deserve a long-term relationship and not a temporary one. But some of you might just be looking for a temporary hookup, like just someone for the day. And I feel like this person will be your dream come true in terms of their physical appearance, and maybe you're gonna pursue them and want them but maybe not treat them as seriously as you could. So please try to avoid that, and I feel like this person is probably going to treat you very seriously. But only as long as you do the same for them, because they're the sort of person where they match your energy. So yeah, I feel like we've probably gone over quite a lot. I hope I haven't said too much. But just know this is like a dream come true, wish fulfillment relationship. I do feel like it's going to be most likely with someone who's quite youthful looking, but very, very, very successful in their career, and maybe has a bit of a platform or a position of greatness or power or something. But I do feel like they like to keep in their own space, and they like to stay protected. They don't want anything that's like risky or unsafe. I feel like this person's very against like one night stands and hookups and things like that. So even if that's your goal with them, I feel like they're probably going to reject you if you make it really obvious you're just trying to like get in their pants for the day. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope you didn't find it rude or anything. I kind of I'm used to people with their negative feedback and shit now, so it's fine for you to leave it below. Also leave positive feedback, hit the thumbs up button, and hit me up if you'd like a personal reading. The information will be below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you next time. This reading is for you if you chose the Selenite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Angel Guide Oracle, you have Cut the Cords. From the Power of Love Activation cards, you have Trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. From the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands. And then from the Orion's Animal Tarot, you have the Empress, the World, and the Moon. I said this in the last group, and I'm going to say it again at the beginning. Sorry, single people. But just for couples, like, you need to not watch this reading if you're in a couple and you're happily in a couple. Because it's for singles, and it feels like, for those of you where you are in a couple, it feels like you want to be single, and I don't know why you're talking to someone or in a relationship or seeing someone. If that's you, like, you do need to break up with the person you're currently with for you to have this new connection. So I don't really want to tell you about any other relationship other than, you know, like maybe break up with the person you're with who you don't really like. So I'm going to try and talk to singles more. But yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of people watching this group who are like, maybe dealing with too many people. Like, are you talking to like 6 people right now and you don't really like any of them? And you find you don't want to really reply to any of them, and you find that they're not really like impressing you that much. I do feel like you just need some alone time if that's you, and say no to everyone for a while. Because it feels like you've been maybe like stressed out of your mind with like people. And I don't know if it's like necessarily romantic for some of you. It could be, for singles, I'm feeling like it could be like colleagues and friends and business partners and people in general, like people who just bother you and hate you and chat shit about you. And I feel like there's a lot going on for you personally in your mind, to the point where you might need a little bit of alone time. So whether you're in a relationship or single, I do feel like you need alone time before you can have a new relationship. So if you are in a relationship, I'm only going to say this one more time, break up with them, okay? Right, back to the singles. I feel like you may have a couple of people who want to talk to you right now, but you're not really in the mood, and I feel like you've been saying no, or you haven't responded. I want to say for someone it's like messages in your DMs or in your like iMessages or WhatsApp or something. It's like there's a couple messages from, maybe there's one person in particular who sent you a couple messages or a couple notifications or something, and I feel like you are not in the mood to respond. But when you do realize that they've communicated with you, I feel like you might feel really happy, because it's the kind of person that you would trust. And I feel like there's like a psychic connection between you and this person, if that's you. I don't know why, but I'm wanting to say it's like the Bluebird app. Like there's something coming through about Twitter. I don't know if you're going to meet this person on Twitter or I don't want to say Instagram or Facebook or anything, because it kind of feels like Twitter. I don't know why. It just feels like maybe you find them really funny, or they find you funny or something like that. If you don't use Twitter, I'm sorry. But yeah, I feel like this person's maybe someone you will start talking to online first. And I feel like they may be someone you don't notices you for ages, and maybe they're trying to talk to you but you're not seeing them. Or maybe, yeah, like I do see this like rejection happening. And I feel like it may take a while for this relationship to happen because of maybe not noticing it or not wanting to break up with someone and be available for someone else, or talking to too many people and not noticing. I want to say like one or two potential people who are actually good, because maybe you're trying to entertain too many people who are bad. So that is something to keep in mind. But I do feel like this person who's coming in is very trustworthy, or this person who could come in, let's say. And this person has lots of people interested in them and they say no to everyone. They're very serious. They're very disciplined, and I feel like they like alone time. They don't really like to talk to too many people. It feels like they're focused on what they're doing in life, which seems to be something quite impressive, I want to say. It feels like they have big goals for themselves and things which are very important to them. They might be creative. They might be quite a daydreamer. I feel like this person's quite sensitive and they don't like too many people's aura around them. Like they don't trust people very easily. I feel like they will trust you, but they don't trust many people. Like most people they detest, actually. Like they reject a lot of people. They really don't have time for friends, I want to say. Like they don't have many really good friends that they trust, even though they're a very kind, compassionate, generous person. Like they're not an arsehole, but they will might maybe act like an arsehole to people sometimes. Like they'll just straight up like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like if you're trying to talk to this person and they don't fancy you, or they're not attracted to you, you're not getting a text back from them. Like you're just not. You're not getting the number. They're not going to DM you. They will just ignore you and move on to whatever they're doing. This person is really, I want to say they're really used to having to reject people because people try too much with them. And it's to the point where it's like offensive to them because they think everyone just likes them for their body. And it's like non-stop. Like every time they leave the house, they may get like 7 people trying to get their number. Yeah, I honestly feel like they're really not into it because they've just felt like everyone uses them and abuses them and they don't trust them. And they're at the point where they would be happier alone if someone's going to be horrible to them. But they do make a really good couple with you when you get with them. I feel like you guys will swim in the same kind of like circles. I want to say like maybe you have similar friends. You might have I feel like you may have a person in your network or two actually, that this person knows. So you may meet through a mutual friend, but I feel like it might be online. Like maybe you see that one of your friends is following them and it makes you interested in them and you start looking at them and finding them intriguing. I feel like for you guys watching, you're very clever. And I feel like not many people match you on an intelligence level. And you find lots of people very slow and stupid and not able to match your conversation, and they maybe don't have anything interesting to say to you. But this person's going to surprise you because they're very different, and it's why you're going to like them. Even though they're quite serious and I feel like they're hard to get to know, they're quite private. I feel like they do like communicate online and stuff, and they do share their thoughts and they do share interesting things and maybe creative work potentially for somebody, like artwork or something like that. I'm seeing someone's really good painter and maybe a musician watching, and I do feel like they have a profile, they have maybe an online following even, but I feel like they're quiet and they don't talk too much. They don't share too much of themselves. Like there's a lot that they keep to themselves and you would never know. But people might think that they know them really well, and I feel like people have this maybe an impression of them like they're very easy to get with, or that they're going to be interested all the time. Like I don't know if they have a kind of I want to say a personableness, but it's like really they're actually a bit detesting of most people, but they will still be quite friendly, but not when you're trying to like sleep with them too soon. Like they'll be friendly to friends and to people who like work in a shop or something. Like they're okay with small talk, even though they hate it. Like they'll continue with it and they'll be polite and they'll be friendly, but I do feel like they actually get really anxious with unnecessary convo and like most people, and they want to run away from things like small talk conversation with people who they don't like. And yeah, I do feel like this person you're gonna be with next is very intelligent. They may be an air sign. They may also be, I want to say potential for them to be a Pisces or a Taurus, but I don't really feel like the signs matter because it's like when you meet them, you're not going to know their sign straight away. You're going to know what they talk like and how they come across and that kind of stuff. I feel like they're really good looking. Like that's going to be really obvious to you when you see them. But in a way where they don't necessarily, I want to say they don't really smile much. Like they're personable and they're good at talking and they're enjoyable and they're kind and they're thoughtful, and I feel like they do have very interesting things to say, so they might have like a lot of people that follow them and like hang on their every word. But they're not really smiley, and I feel like they don't like to show off too much, but they are very gorgeous, and they might have a few pictures where you can see how gorgeous they are. They might have like holiday pictures or something, I feel like. Or they really like holidays. They maybe talk about going on holiday a lot. And I feel like you guys will go on many, many, many trips. You will travel the whole world together. I'm seeing this person is likely to be someone you end up having children with. And I feel like it will be really exciting for you. It's like the sort of person who you can really trust and really believe in. And I feel like at the beginning you may not trust them. Because like maybe you have trust issues and I feel like they have trust issues and you're both going to be maybe a bit restrictive of like how close you can get to each other. I feel like you won't hug the first time you meet. You'll kind of find maybe this person doesn't want to. I feel like they don't want intimacy too quick. This person really is used to saying no. I feel like they may be a bit older than you and a very technically intelligent person. I feel like they have technical skills that not everyone has and lots of people want it. I want to say lots of people want what they have in some way and they're not really keen on letting too many people have it. Like they do like to reject a lot of people so that they can save their mental energy for those that matter and for serious conversations and for serious things that they're thinking about. They have a lot of flow, like they believe in like things going the way that they're meant to go, I want to say, and they believe in everything turning out as it's meant to turn out. And they know what kind of journey they're meant to be on, and they do know that not many people are meant to be with them. Even though they will probably talk to people here and there and they're a good conversationalist, they're very interesting. I just feel like it's too much, like they get too much attention, if anything. They're sick of it. They're fucking sick of the attention. I feel like you guys might be as well. And if you are sick of the attention, it's going to be hard to let this person in. You may want to push them away at the beginning and not talk to them too much, but I feel like they're going to really impress you in a way that's flirtatious and fun, but they will have like a privateness about them and they may be a bit shy. And I feel like you guys will get close and then they may take like a day by themselves because they're feeling a bit uncertain or a bit shy or a bit confused. And I feel like this person, that you do have enough of a psychic connection where you're going to be able to read them, I want to say. But you might have to get out of your own intellect to do that because it's like a feeling like maybe some of you have had really too many people coming at you and you kind of would prefer to be alone. And this person might come in, I feel like they might come in at a time when you actually do want alone time very much and maybe you have just cut someone off or stopped talking to some people and finding you wanted some headspace. And I feel like it may take you a while to notice them or to pay attention to them. Like I said, it's like something's coming through about Twitter and like a tweet or a DM or like a missed. I'm hearing like a missed Facebook message or a missed audio message, a missed phone call, a missed text. It feels like there may be someone who wants to communicate with you anyway. But yeah, I do understand if you need some alone time, and I did say in the beginning that you guys do need some alone time. So feel free to take it, but I feel like one day you might get bored and check the internet and find someone and find that they just catch your attention. And it feels like it's someone who will be like trustworthy for some reason. It's like their voice and their words and their authenticity, I want to say. Like they're very honest, they're very serious. They can see through people's bullshit though, so don't lie to this person because they'll reject you. I want to say for advice, you would need to be very serious, which is why, again, I feel like if you are talking to anyone right now, this person's not going to like it. Like they're going to trust you a lot less if you've got loads of people ringing your phone all the time. And if it is like just colleagues and stuff, it's fine. But it's not fine if it's like people you're interested in or not very interested in, I should say. Because it seems like if you are talking to people, you're not at all interested in those ones. But yeah, it's like really bad for you to keep those hanging on when you're not interested. And then meet this person and they know you're still talking to other people. It's going to basically like make it take several weeks or months longer to get to know them, I want to say. And I know some of you think that's really unfair. Oh no, they're so bitchy and mean. But no, it's not. It's just like they don't talk to anyone really apart from like friends, family, and colleagues. So yeah, like no one's really like matched their energy or interested them. So if they get interested in you, it's kind of like a special thing. And they will want you to be trustworthy and caring and sweet and not like playing with loads of people because that doesn't give them the right serious energy. Especially if you don't really take interest in the people you're talking about, they're going to look at you like you're a bit silly if you're doing that because it's not really their vibe. Like their vibe is really save it for who needs it or save it for who is important. And don't waste your energy because they're very busy. They don't have time. Like they don't have time to sit and chat with the birds. I'm hearing for someone it's like a difficult message. It's like a rejecting of everyone of the opposite sex because like men are trash or women are trash. And I feel like they're like tweeting about people instead of like talking to people, like tweeting with the birds instead of talking to the birds or you know what I mean? It's like they don't actually talk to the opposite sex. I feel like it's someone watching, it's not the person you're well, it could be for some of you. For some of you this person could give you a weird impression at the beginning because they're like disliking you or assuming that you're bad because they've had so many bad experiences. If that is you, if you do find that you're the one with I want to say trust issues because I don't even know if it's personal experiences. It's like, have you even had bad relationships or are you just listening to other people online? If you are listening to other people online, please be careful. But if it's you that's had bad relationships, I do feel like this person will psychic that you're not a horrible person and you're going to let them in, but you just need some time to let your guard down. Like the person who is worth of your trust, they will not mind taking time with you and demonstrating how I want to say professional and caring and thoughtful they are and how wholesome they are and how sensitive they are. But yeah, for some of you, I do feel like maybe you guys watching might be the ones where you're like really detesting everyone of the opposite sex or like detesting everyone right now. And I feel like you may need to work on your love, like your love for people. Like, do you love anyone? Because this is like a love relationship that I'm seeing. And I feel like you do need to be ready for it. Like you need to be in an open-hearted space. And I do see for some of you you've had like you don't have a partner right now, you don't have anyone you're talking to, but you've had someone really 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 rubbish in the past and they've made you feel terrible, or like loads of people who just wanted you for your body or whatever else you had to go offering and not for you and who you really were. And I feel like you guys, as I said, you're really clever and you're really kind and you're really compassionate and you have a lot going for you, and I don't think you should waste that on someone who's not good for you. And I feel like this person will recognize it. They're going to recognize that you're like a real person and you're very serious. And I do feel like this person's real and they have serious things to say and they don't mind being blunt. They don't mind being blunt. They don't mind cutting off friends. They'll cut off anyone. Like they absolutely don't mind if it protects their space and protects their aura. They don't mind cutting off everyone. They'll really, really, really quickly cut you off if you do anything wrong as well, is what I want to say. So do try and get in tune with the idea of letting go of things from the past, letting go of the idea that people are trash or anything along those lines. And I also feel like you might need to let go of the idea of talking to multiple people or seeing multiple people because this one seems like it's meant to be serious. As far as timing goes, I want to say it's dependent because some of you need to break up with someone, some of you need to stop talking to so many people. And I kind of feel like this person would not want to meet you if you're in those kind of situations, like their personal guides and spirit would stop you from meeting for as long as you're in other connections and talking to other people, or as long as you're like hateful of people and not receptive. It's like the meeting would go wrong if you met before it was time. So I do feel like it will happen in the divine timing, and I do feel like it's likely to happen online. And I feel like for some of you it could happen really soon, but it's like you haven't noticed that it's a possibility because you're like pushing everyone away. Or so busy you haven't like checked your notifications for somebody. I do feel this person could be Pisces strongly that's coming through again, or like Pisces moon. Or just like very psychic and creative and daydreamy. And I feel like your companionship is going to develop over time in a really lovely way. And this person is the kind of person you can stay with. I feel like you do have differences, but you will understand each other. For some of you might be different ethnic backgrounds. You might come from slightly different, I wouldn't want to say completely different parts of the world. Like I feel like you may have some similarities, but also differences. Like one of you may have light skin and one of you has dark skin, or like slightly different backgrounds. Like one of you came from riches and one of you came from poverty, or something like that. Or one of you came from one side of the planet and one of you came from the other side of the planet. And it feels like it's quite an important meeting. I want to say for somebody, this person could be maybe not in the country you're in right now, because they might travel a lot. They might travel for work a lot, and they might have gone abroad somewhere, or they might be living abroad. And I feel like you will maybe find it takes longer to develop the relationship if they do live abroad, because it's like minimal amount you can communicate with them. But yeah, I do want to say this person's very good looking, and they're very easygoing once you get to know them. Like once they get their guard down, they're easygoing, but they're really not easygoing with strangers and like new people. They might be a bit weird towards new people. And I want to say this person is the kind of person where they may make you like dislike some people that you used to like because they are like really rubbed up the wrong way with them. Like they might let you know that some of your friends are like not very good people, and you start to notice how they're not very good people. Because I feel like they're good at calling people out, and they're good at defending people from bullies. This person has quite a temper as well, I want to say. But they're very easy to calm down. Like when they're around good people, they're absolutely fine and happy and chill. But you might get the wrong impression of them if you come to them with the wrong energy, let's just say. But anyway, I feel like some of you, this could start within a couple of days or a couple of weeks. If you are 100% single and not talking to somebody, it's just a case of maybe you getting into a love frequency and you feeling happy. For some of you, maybe you need to post more cute pics online so this person can start chatting to you or something like that. Because they might be looking at you, but just not really sure if you're single or available. They might think you're in an engagement or something like that. Like they might want to talk to you, but they think you're with someone else. So yeah, do be aware of what could go wrong, but also how much could go right with this situation. Because I feel like you guys do get on very well, and you're going to match each other, and you're going to be really good for each other. And yeah, they are very sensitive and sweet and psychic, so I feel like you're going to enjoy them. But you do have to trust in the connection and get rid of anyone else you might be seeing or speaking to, or even like remotely flirting with, if you're sure that they're not the right one. Because again, I feel like you guys are a bit psychic, and you are very intelligent, and you do know what's right for you and you do know what's wrong for you. So I feel like if you are talking to people that you know are not right for you, it's kind of just time to get rid of it. Like, don't keep it hanging on, please. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because it's been 21 minutes. But if you did enjoy the reading, please hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're new here. If you'd like a personal, the information will be below as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the rose quartz. Let's see what cards you have. From the Angel Guide Oracle, you have Power and Intention. From the Power of Love Activation cards, you have Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. And Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. From the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Magician and the Star. And then from the Orion's Animal Tarot, you have the Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords reversed. For some of you, I feel like this may be like someone to return to you. Like you may have slightly moved on from this person, but still be interested in them, and they're still interested in you. And I feel like this person's they're very will focused. Like this person knows how to get what they want out of life. So if it is someone you've moved on from and you're not interested in them anymore, they might still come with you places and like put their energy on you. So if you don't want that, it's very important to try and make that clear to the universe, like make your intentions to not go back to that person clear to the universe. But yeah, that's not for everyone. That's just maybe for like one person watching who wants their ex back. And it's not for you if you don't want your ex back. So please don't accept them back if you don't want them back. They're not destined for you or anything like that. But yeah, this person has very important energy, I want to say. That this person seems very important. I'm not sure what they do for a job or what their purpose for existing on planet Earth is. I'm not sure if they're someone who does a lot for the environment, or they take care of lots of people around them. They might be a carer or a nurse or a doctor or somebody who just makes things better for other people. I also feel like they may be very creative. They may be someone who produces something, like maybe they're a music producer, maybe they're a musical artist. They could be somebody who's like a light worker. I feel like they bring others joy and they maybe share words with people. I don't know if they're a poet or something. I feel like they write really beautiful poetry. If they're a poet, it will be like something along the lines of Rumi, like the kind of poetry that's from, or music or something that's from God. It's from like a higher power, but they bring it to earth to make earth better. I really do feel that energy from this person, like they bring heaven energy to earth. This person is like heaven on earth. They're really special. I want to say this person's going to seem instantly special to you. It's not going to be a question of whether you're interested in them or not, or whether they're interested in you or not, I want to say, because they're going to make it clear. And I feel like you'll want to make it clear to them what your intentions are. And it feels like the communication is going to go very easy. But I do feel like someone may be looking at someone for a while and not communicating. Like maybe you have I'm not sure if you currently have a crush on someone and you're waiting to communicate with them until you feel confident enough or something like that. But I feel like it will go very well when you do get the confidence up. I also feel like it's maybe the other way around, like somebody likes you and maybe they've noticed you looking good. They've noticed your pictures or they've just admired you for a long time and they think about you. And they like you, but I feel like they're a bit shy to move forwards right now. And I feel like this is not a very clear timing for this one. It feels like for some of you, it could happen really soon. If it's you that needs the confidence to talk to somebody, it could happen really, really soon. But I also feel like if it's someone else, they may just want to take their time to watch you and enjoy you before they come forward with any movements. And I do feel like it's the masculine that needs to make a move. So if you are the feminine, you might just have to be receptive and wait and keep putting energy into your own happiness. Like that would be the advice for this group. Try to make your own life as delicious and wonderful as possible so that this person has like a nice place to be with you. I want to say like I want to say for somebody you need to not move house. Like maybe you're thinking about moving but you need to stay where you are. That's really random. It feels like you need to stay where you are, especially if you've been thinking about moving abroad or something. Like definitely don't move abroad. It feels like you need to stay where you are because the person who you're meant to be with is not, I want to say they're not really near to you, like they're not in your neighborhood. But for some of you, they could be someone you see around or you've seen them around or something like that. You could follow them online as well. But I feel like for some of you, you've seen them in real life and they're really good looking and you've got your eyes on them and vice versa. And you just haven't got it off the ground yet. Like maybe you've had a conversation with this person, but then maybe it didn't really go very far. And I feel like the future communication is going to be blossoming, but I'm not exactly sure when. I feel like it could be for somebody during, I want to say for somebody it's going to be during a particular like holiday season. I'm not sure if it's like a winter holiday, a summer holiday or something like that. That's not for everyone. It's like actually on holiday. Maybe like they start communicating when you're on holiday or something because they miss you, or you happen to be on holiday and you get a message from them or something. It just feels like they may approach you at a time when you're not very close to them physically or something like that, or maybe when you're like visiting family, or it's like a celebration holiday and they invite you to an event or something like that. I'm hearing this person might invite you to a gig or a party or somewhere very fun. There also may be a work connection between you. I do feel like some of you are colleagues with this person and you're kind of vaguely interested in each other already, and you may communicate a little bit but just not in a romantic way. I feel like for you guys, you have a mission that you have to do on Earth, and this person has a mission that they have to do on Earth. For some of you, there's like a little bit incomplete of your mission that you need to go forth with before this person can come in. So as far as timing is going, I want to be a bit fluid with that and let you know that timing is fluid and it depends on you and it depends on how productive you can be and how much work you can do. But I feel like this person may be a water sign, or they may be, I don't know why, but Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Leo are coming through for some reason. Also Libra is coming through, but I feel like it doesn't really matter about the sign. It's more about the energy of the person, and I feel like this person's very strong. As I said, they're very strong-willed. They're the kind of person that can create very easily, like they can create their own reality. They believe in that. They believe that very strongly, that they are the creator of their own reality. And they can manifest what they desire, and they can will you and will other people to do things for them, or will what they want to happen. And this person's not got like Aleister Crowley philosophy or anything like that when I say they can will things. It's more just like they know they can, like they know they can manage whatever it is. It's like if they set their mind to something, they know it's within their control to achieve it. And they know if they think positively and do positive things, then positive things will happen for them. So it's like for this person, if they have their sights on you, they will probably, I want to say they're going to watch you and make sure that you're right for them. But if you are, then they're probably going to make quite a big move on you, like one that you can't really refuse. It will be very impressive what they do. It will feel like tailor-made to you, like they do something which is hugely impressive, I want to say. I feel like they've got loads of ideas and they're very creative. This person they'll give you new things to think about, and they'll talk to you about different subjects from what other people talk to you about. This person seems like they're a bit of a winner in life. Like, I don't know what they do, but it feels like they are very successful. And I feel like they're en route to more success, and they have plans for their life which are very successful, and I feel like they're very interesting. They're kind of reserved. I don't think they're currently seeing anyone or anything. Like, this person's not in a relationship for you to worry about them and not be able to get them or anything like that. Maybe you're worried that they're in a relationship if you have a crush on someone. They seem to be single, and I feel like they have like a feeling for you already. Like, this one feels quite a lot of potential, because I feel like you may already know them and you may already see them around and find them attractive, and vice versa. So it seems very positive, and I feel like you will end up, I want to say you will end up with quite a strong commitment with this person. If you want it, obviously, that is. I know some people watching are like very young. And I was going to say this person seems to be someone you're going to have babies with, if that's something you have in mind for your future. But I do want to say if you're very young, it may not be. Because it just might be too young for you to think about things like that. But anyway, if that's the sort of thing that you have in your mind for your future, I feel like this person's very serious and they're very clever. And they're thoughtful. They're the kind of person that they don't want to bother people with things, and they like to keep it to themselves, and they prefer to solve their problems themselves. But they're also very generous and willing to help people when other people need their help. And I feel like they're independent and hardworking and able to maintain things on their own. They maintain a very nice house. I feel like the house is lovely. Even if it's not expensive or big or anything like that, I don't think it will be a mansion or anything like that. It just feels like they have a nice place where they keep it clean. They're very clean. They're very hygienic and like spiritually hygienic. I feel like they have a lot of energy, and they do direct a lot of it to God. Like, they pray regularly. And I'm sorry if you're atheist, but it's just coming through in the reading like this person has a higher power that they believe in and they pray to, and they genuinely trust the wisdom they receive, and it does make their life better, and they know how to make other people's lives better as well. And I do feel like they do impress a lot of people. This person may have a lot of people who look at them in an interested way, but I don't think they're seeing anyone. I think they're maybe in the process of letting go of some feelings they still had for an ex or something, but I wouldn't say there's anything to worry about more than that. So yeah, going back to if you do have a crush on someone and you're wondering if you should talk to them, I feel like it's a good time. Like, it does feel like they're single and they're focused on their health and drinking their water and being really sweet. And I feel like they do maybe have romantic feelings for you already, but they're like nervous and shy and holding back a little bit and just watching and waiting and seeing what you'll do. So yeah, I feel like this is a big relationship. It feels like for somebody watching, it's the one, and it's like the biggest relationship you've ever had. I feel like for someone you've never been in a relationship that's like a good one before. And this person does have very good qualities. They have really great attributes, the kind of attributes that would impress everyone. I feel like they would impress elders even. Like, I'm hearing someone's grandma is going to be really impressed with this person. And it's like they're really gorgeous and they're physically impressive to people. But what's more impressive is their talent and their words and their way of doing things. Like, I feel like they're sensitive and they're caring and they're nurturing. They have good intentions, and they seem like a bit of a boss in their energy. Like, they don't need anyone and they don't want for anything, but they know how to create it and they know how to make it for themselves. So this is like the kind of person who is a big deal in the world, And they're very blessed and they're very loved. They may have gone through quite a lot in their past. And I feel like going back to those of you where you do resonate with this being an ex, I feel like you guys might have gone through some stuff that is maybe not quite seeming like water under the bridge. And like for this person, they don't feel like all the stuff they've been through is water under the bridge. Because it was quite serious and it's shaped them as a person. If they've gone through a lot of stuff in life, it has made them very determined and very, very focused on being busy and being productive. Like if they get in their feelings, they'll probably just put it into work. I feel like they do put all their feelings into work. Even if it's like a sad breakup they've been through, I feel like they might have, like if they're a musician, they'll have like breakup songs, like sad breakup songs where they let all their heartbreak out and it made them feel better. And I do feel like they still have a lot of love for people, even if they've been through the absolute worst in life. Like they know how to just get back up and get out there again and feel really bouncy. They have this bouncy, happy-go-lucky, fun energy where they'll seem youthful and excited and passionate and having energy for everything. But they may have an old soul, I want to say. I don't want to predict their age because there's so many different people watching, but I want to say they're roughly within your age range. I want to say plus or minus a few years, but it's nothing serious. It's like the kind of intellect level of you guys is matching. And I feel like you make sense together. And I honestly feel like for you guys, you may be manifesting this person already. I do feel like you guys watching, you maybe manifest as you maybe have a lot of willpower, a lot of determination, and you know what you want. And you have very big dreams and goals. And I do see some of you already have your eye on someone you love or someone you really, really fancy. And I feel like they do have good morals and good values. And there's like no reason to question them. But you just may want to take your sweet time in observing them and communicating with them and taking it slow. I do feel for some of you might not end up moving forwards with this person just because of, I want to say your own goals in life. Like for someone, I feel like you may move abroad and then this person is not available to you anymore because you're like gone. And for some of you, I feel like you may be really busy with work and stuff and you can't face like talking to this person until you finished with certain jobs that you've got to do. So yeah, I do feel like for some of you, you might end up just maybe talking to this person for a while and then moving on. But for more of you, I feel like this is quite a special person and it is going to lead to like a long-term big relationship with a baby, I want to say, for those of you, like I said, where it appeals to you. I do feel like some of you may have control issues and you may find that you like want to pay too close attention to people when you're in a relationship with them. I'm sure we've all been there, like when, I don't know, maybe your partner is like looking at the opposite. Maybe your partner is looking at other people too closely. And then you start to get worried and you start to look too much into it and focus on the tiny details and get into a negative mind state. So I do feel like you need to maybe let go of control in that way and be very confident yourself. That's my advice to this group. The more confident you can be in your own self, the easier it will be for you to not feel any type of insecurities or anything. And if you do find that you're concerned, I feel like this person's very honest and they will bear it all out there. Like they'll lay it all bare for you to see and they will make their intentions known. And I don't think you need to doubt them. But at the same time, I do feel like some of you might doubt them. You just might have had, again, like bad experiences that you're still carrying with you. And I feel like this person has as well. So it may be a little bit slow to get started for some of you. But there seems like potential for it to already be blossoming in a subtle way. Like I feel like you may be already doing loads of manifestation if you guys don't have a crush on anyone. And there's nobody around and you don't see anyone having a crush on you. I feel like you may have been manifesting someone coming and they're paying attention to you and you just don't know it yet. It's like maybe there's someone who has seen you, like I said, seen you once or twice or follows you online or something. It feels like they do like you, but they haven't talked to you yet. So it's important for me to maybe not gas it up too much until they do, because there's potential that they won't, and I want them to, because it seems like they're going to be very good for you if they do talk to you. This person has gone through a lot and they've gone through a lot of growth. And I feel like together as a couple, if you do manage to make it to like a proper couple, which I feel like most of you will, it feels like you're going to be having so much to talk to each other about that you never run out. And feelings that continue forever, like you keep finding new things to love about this person and they keep finding new ways to love you and you keep finding new things that impress you about them. I feel like they have hidden talents and never-ending amounts of talents. I feel like they may change their job at some point in the future, or maybe they have changed their job at some point. So yeah, again, if it's like someone you do work with, you may want to act sooner rather than later. Just in case they leave or something, like maybe they're your colleague and they leave the company and you don't get their number and you can't chat to them. So do try to, I want to say act fast. If you do have your eye on someone, it feels like they're not going to stay single forever. Just because they're single right now. So again, that's another warning if you stay looking at them and knowing that they're really great, but not actually like offering them your flower of love quick enough. They might just move on with someone else because they're not wanting to wait around. And I feel like someone else will come and impress them because they are really, really, really good looking. Like to the point where they're loads of people's dream person. And they do impress a lot of people, and it's not just looks, it's also their intelligence and their ideas and their creativity and their talents and honestly even like their position in life, because I feel that they're doing very well and they give an impression of someone who's maybe doing even better than they're doing. Like I feel like their clothes that they wear are nice, their house is nice, and maybe none of it costs very much, but they just know how to take care of it. And again, they're very clean. This person is very, I want to say very spiritual, very religious, and they seem to have a lot of faith in spirit, and they will trust that spirit or God or whatever their name for their higher power is will guide them to the right person for them and not to anyone wrong. So yeah, I feel like this person doesn't like to go through breakups, and it does really hurt them when they go through breakups. I want to say there's been 2 people they've dated, they've gone through breakups that kind of hurt them, and I feel like one was much bigger and more painful than the other. It feels like there's one that's a bit less of a big deal. And they still have hope. They've managed to clear all that away mostly and get to the point where they're kind of ready to open up to someone else in the future again. And yeah, I feel like the connection between you will start very well, and I feel like it will blossom very well, and I do feel like the communication will develop in a way where you feel really excited about them. And I do feel like they may kind of encourage you with things that you didn't know that you were good at. They may bring out talents in you. They will give you really good words. This person's going to make you feel great about yourself. Like they're going to tell you you're gorgeous. They're going to tell you you're amazing. And not in a way to give you a big head. It's more honest. Like they're very honest. They don't lie. They just want to give you a boost. They want to make you feel as good as what they see you as. And this person's very thoughtful in ways that will impress you. Like they'll do little small things to surprise you here and there. I also feel like this relationship will seem like a bit miraculous and a bit, I want to say like a stunning thing. Like this person may stun you when they do actually communicate with you, or maybe you communicate with them and they find it really stunning. Maybe they give you a response that's stunning, like you have a crush on them and you tell them. They say, actually, I have a crush on you too, and I've had a crush on you for ages, and it just makes you feel so happy. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there because it's been a long one, but I hope you enjoyed the reading, Group 3. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. And you can also find details of my Patreon and my PayPal for donations if you're feeling generous. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.